If there's a Ford in need, I am the man indeed. I will find them. I will fix them. I'll love them. And you know, I'm going to drive the shit out of them. I am the Ford aficionado. Welcome to my channel. Howdy guys, welcome back. Ford aficionado back at it again. And today we're going to be replacing the alternator on my dad's 2010 Ford Expedition 5.4 3-valve Triton. It's got 291,000 miles on the original alternator, and it's time to be changed, so let's get to it. Now the very first thing to do when you're working on any kind of electrical system on your car, whether it be starter, alternator, is disconnect one of your battery terminals. Negative or positive, it doesn't matter. I like doing the negative terminal, but disconnect it before you start any electrical work on your vehicle so you don't short anything out. This just happens to be an 8mm. Alright, I'm going to take this, make it loose a little bit more. Alright, and there it goes. Alright, now the battery is disconnected, there's no power going to anything, and you won't short anything out. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to come over here and disconnect your air intake so you can get to the alternator down here. Once again, 8mm. Let's loosen the clamps. Oh well, I'll get that in a minute. Alright, so just take it and wiggle it off. Come over here and wiggle this end off too. It can be stuck on there, but eventually it'll come off. Come on, baby. Fight me today, it's too hot for this. Come your ass off. Come on, hang on guys. This darn thing wants to be a cunt. The clamp is loose. Alright, so loosen it a little bit more. Now, there we go. Now the air intake's off. Set it to the side. Right there's the alternator. Now, I believe that. Alright, it's going to be a 10mm. Alright, now, you got a bracket right here on top that you need to remove. But before I do that, we need to go right here and disconnect the power leads on the alternator. Should just be able to squeeze them and pull up. They can be a pain in the ass. But alrighty guys, so I got the wire on the alternator disconnected, and the power lead feed for the alternator is a 13mm to get that off. So we'll do that now. Just go in here, should go down on it, and there we go. It can be on there real tight. It's been on there for 15 years, so it's not gonna come off as easy as you might think. The stinking plastic cover there gets in the way. So Just take the socket and we will get it off. Don't drop it. If you drop it, so the new alternator does come with a new bolt. It's going to be a different size, of course, but just, you never know, just hold on to it. And so with that, the power feed comes off the alternator, and then you got a little Christmas tree like thing holding it onto it so you can get this out of the way. I can get this stinking thing off of there. It's been on there so long. There we go, there's that. Alright, so we can take the wires and push them out of the way. And then you just got a bracket with 3 bolts, and those bolts just happen to be anyway, guys, it is an 8mm for these 3 bolts, that one, and that one over there. And you will need a deep well 8mm. Alrighty, guys, sorry, it's a 10mm. What the hell, man? Okay, guys, it's a 10mm. You're gonna need a deep well for these 3 bolts. Let me break them loose. They're tight. Alright, guys, so you won't have to have the same problem I did, because this truck came from up north around New York and it was really rusty. So both this bolt right here and this bolt right here snapped right off into the alternator, which is not a problem. They really don't serve a purpose. Still got 1, 2, 3 over here holding it in. So loosen your bolts on your alternator. They're 10mm. There's 2 of them, and you don't have to take them all the way out. Just loosen them. And because if you'll see on the new alternator, it just sits right down on the bolt. You don't gotta take it all the way out. So like I said, guys, if y'all don't live up north where it gets really rusty, you don't have to worry about those stud bolts breaking. And get you some WD-40 and spray these bolts good so you don't snap them off too. That's what I was worried about doing, snapping them off, and then I'd be really... But just spray the bolts really good, let it sit and soak for a minute, and then just gently break them loose so you can get the alternator off. While it's soaking, let's take the belt off. Alrighty, guys, so we got the belt off. Now, like I said, this belt removal tool, you can get it at AutoZone. Well, it's best if you get it at Harbor Freight like I got mine. It just goes right down there on the tensioner. You lock it in real good and pull clockwise to the right, and the belt will slide right off. Okay, guys, so correction. There's a total of 4 bolts holding the alternator bracket on. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 2 of those are snapped off in the alternator because they were so rusty. So the alternator's ready to come out. Let's get it out. We'll take the bracket and just sit it off to the side. And the alternator bolts are loose. So now we should just be able to pick straight up. And we did. There it is. She is out. Let's see if I can get a good angle. There it is, right there. Alright, guys. So here she is. Here's the old 291,000 mile alternator. And as you can see, out the old and with the new, it's locked up tight. I can't even spin it. Take the new one. Spins just fine. Can't even spin this one. So let's get the new alternator in place. Alrighty, guys, so here's the new alternator in place. Let's get the bolts tightened up. 10mm. As you can see, it's slowly moving, it's adjusting itself so it'll line up just right, so it won't be sitting cockeyed. And make sure you don't want to over tighten these bolts. Just Get them nice and snug. You don't want the alternator wobbling, and you don't want to snap these bolts off. So, I actually like this design. It's the first alternator on this thing. First time I've ever changed an alternator on this Expedition, and I like it that the alternator sits down on the bolts. There goes my ratchet. Anyway, got everything in place. So, alrighty guys, alternator's nice and snug down. Let's put the belt back on. Alrighty guys, the belt's back on now. I still got to replace this belt because it does have a piece, little slice missing out of it. And so, let's get this bolt off the alternator for the power feed and get it all connected again. Don't drop these bolts. You'll pay hell trying to find them. Alrighty guys, so the new bolt for the power feed on the new alternator is a 12mm. Remember, the old one was a 13, the new one is a 12, so keep that in mind. Get that run down all the way. Shit, what am I doing? I ain't even put the wire on there yet. Got a lot on my mind today, y'all. Couldn't have my surgery because they wanted the $2,000 immediately after the surgery was over. I don't got that kind of money right now, so yeah guys, that's how my days went so far. I was all excited to have my surgery, to have my rest of my teeth pulled, and then they go ahead and tell me we want the $2,000 up front after the surgery today. I said, well, I'm fucked. Alright, got the power lead to the alternator snug back down. It's not loose. Alright. Got the other wire hooked up, belt's on. We still need to put this bracket back on. Go ahead and get that out of the way, get that done. Sits just like that right there. Get your bolts. There's one here. And the other one goes right there. Alrighty. Don't fall again, Ratchet. Damn, I'm getting tired of chasing you down. Alright, so now, find my deep well tin. Get them snug down all the way. Here we go again. Alright, so we snug them down all by hand. You can't turn them no more. There's one. Alrighty guys, so everything's buttoned back up. Alternator's on, belt's on, bracket's back on, snug down. Remember these two bolts here that are missing, that one are snapped off in the old alternator. Not worrying about it, it's got two brackets, bolts holding it in, it ain't going nowhere. So now we can take this, the cover for the power, snap it back over, and belt's back on. Everything's back on where it needs to be. The only thing left to do now is to put the air intake back on, snug it up. Alrighty guys, the air intake's on and snug down. All we got left to do now is to reconnect the negative battery terminal on the battery. So that's nice and snug. Get it tightened down. Hang on. Alrighty guys, so snug the battery back down. That's done. Now we can go down here, grab the pulley. And the pulley does turn, so It's a job well done. Get the belt puller out of the way. Get it back up here. Crank this thing up and see what happens. And there you have it, guys. That's how you change the alternator on your 2010 Ford Expedition 5.43 valve two-wheel drive with 291,000 miles on it. You can do it yourself, save yourself a whole ton of money. Now, I will say, I did not buy a factory OEM brand new alternator because it was 230 bucks and I just didn't have the money. So I bought a little bit cheaper brand new one for like 118 bucks. But like I always say, electrical parts, starters, alternators, electrical sensors, buy brand new and buy OEM. Well, in this case, I think we'll be okay. So thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. For the Fishing Autos out. Bye.